November is Men's Health Awareness Month, so in today's checklist, we are talking about the pains that men should not ignore and how to tell when aches that we all feel could be more of a sign of a serious problem. So here to tell us more is board-certified surgeon Dr. Cedrek McFadden. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So we're going to start this morning with headaches. I feel like everybody gets headaches, but when is it a sign of something more serious?
So headaches, super common. Common things, stress, tension, dehydration, or even just not getting enough sleep. But it's something more serious when, if you're somebody who's never had headaches and all of a sudden you're having sudden, intense pain, that's a sign that you need to pay attention to. If that headache is also associated with changes in your vision or changes in your mental clarity or associated with like some vomiting, that's a big red flag that you need to talk with your doctor, because sometimes a headache is more than a headache.
When do you need to go to the ER?
Well, again, if you're noticing that all of a sudden you're not thinking clearly, or someone else, woman in your life or female in your life, that's noticing that you're not responding appropriately with the headache, then obviously that's a big sign. But if the headache is prolonged, it's more intense, the worst headache of your life, definitely pay attention to that one.
Great.
All right, let's talk about chest pain, because again, as I would imagine from time to time, some guys might have an occasional pain in the chest. How do you tell if it's nothing to worry about or if it's something that you should probably get looked at?
Right, so chest pain, super common, indigestion, stress, panic attacks. If that chest pain is crushing, if it's heavy pressure, or if you're having that pain and you're now in a cold sweat, with shortness of breath, anything that's different. The key is you want to follow the trend. You want to follow if it's something that's improving, something that's reproducible. If you're having these signs with just generic chest pain, you got to pay attention to that red flag, act fast.
And sweating and nausea as well, always.
Absolutely, because again, you're dealing with something outside of the chest. It's something that's perhaps involving your whole body at this point.
Okay, let's talk about, again, everyone gets an upset stomach from time to time. You maintain, though, that abdominal pain is something that should never be ignored.
It should not be ignored. It should be recognized. And the key here is to follow the trend of this belly pain. If it's belly pain that you have after you eat that famous dish that your mom makes, it's probably related to that famous dish that your mom makes. However, if the pain is severe, if it's stabbing, if it's associated with fever or other sort of body, as we say in the doctor world, systemic symptoms, that's an issue. Stool changes we can't ignore, especially if you're having belly pain with these stool changes. Changes in the shape, the size, the frequency, blood in the stool. That's a different type of belly pain that may be more than just a virus or constipation.
Thank you for
this. Next one intrigues me because I don't think we've talked about this very much. Leg pain? If a man has leg pain, what could that indicate?
Yeah, so this is more than pain after the New York Marathon, right? This is more than just muscle fatigue after a workout. If you have pain that is associated with swelling in either one or both legs, if there's redness in the leg or warmth in the leg, if the pain is associated with numbness or weakness, you got to pay attention to this, because this may be something like a DVT or blood clot that you don't want to ignore. And I know no one wants to be sort of a hypochondriac. No one wants to have all the symptoms. But this is one of those that it's better to be safe than sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so Doc, 26% of all Americans say at some point they've got some sort of back pain. When does it become a red flag?
So back pain, very common, as you said. Really, the key with the back pain is what else is going on with the back pain. If you're having back pain and it's radiating down your legs, if it's back pain and now you're having weakness, or this is the real key here, if you're having chronic back pain, which you may have had from an injury or you're sleeping poorly at night, and you're having other symptoms like unintentional weight loss. I mean, this is actually one of the findings of people with pancreatic cancer. They'll have this chronic back pain, and now they're losing weight that they can't explain. You got to pay attention to those things.
I didn't know that back pain was a sign.
Definitely can be a sign. You want to pay attention to your check engine lights. If your check engine lights are going off, go get checked. Or a smaller problem becomes a bigger problem.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.